That's right. Whitelist stuff starting now. Yay!
Well, I found that I couldn't really steer, I couldn't really shoot, I couldn't remember which keys did which thing because the controls
I gotta say,
oh.
I never played that game with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
I started right off the bat with not the HOTAS I have now, but just a joystick.
Yeah.
Because I figured it was a game that needed a joystick, right? So I started with a joystick. I didn't have a full HOTAS, but so I had like one hand on the keyboard and one hand on a joystick, and that was still like fun.
Yeah.
But it was hard. It was still like there were still things that didn't make a lot of sense, like trying to make it work. And then when I bought myself my HOTAS, oh my goodness, it was like it took a little bit just to get used to it because it's not a control set that I'd ever really played with before. But once it was like night and day.
Yeah.
And by a little bit, I mean like you play for about 15 minutes, you kind of get the feel of it, and then all of a sudden you can land. It's like what? Like, don't get me wrong, landing was still difficult the first few times, but once you kind of figured out what the strategy was, the controls weren't in your way anymore.
Right. Well, it was something like Elite Dangerous. I gave it a go. Thought, do you know, I can't be bothered. Get to the point where I could feel my stress levels going up, and I was like, damn game, not playing this anymore. Don't like it. Not so much.
I love the description.
Not so much a rage quit as a sulk quit. I'm sulky. I'm not playing with you anymore. But with Euro Trucker was different because I wanted to play and I was enjoying the game and I was on stream and I was getting, and the frustration levels built beyond that point where I snapped and completely just went absolute, just sort of red mist the whole lot, and there was nothing I could do about the red mist other than verbalise it, and so yeah. Oh dear. And of course Boris is just having hysterics in the background.
Yeah, he's probably laughing that you're like he's laughing at you losing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You, probably. That's funny. I've never tried this Euro Truck Simulator. I've had people try to get me to play a bunch of times, and just the timing and I want to try.
Yeah.
I just haven't. The timing has never lined up.
Yeah, because it's an easy game to just dip in and out of. Yeah, it's one of those.
I already own it. Like I think I was supposed to play at some point, and then it didn't happen on that day, and then so yes, I actually have it. I think. But I've never played it.
Oh, that was...
It was Apple. I think it was Apple that was all about...
Yeah, it was Apple that got us into it.
Yeah, it was Apple. It was funny because Apple, for whatever reason, Apple just didn't seem like the person that would be into a game where you get in a truck and just drive across Europe.
Yeah. And that's all it is.
I don't know why, but he doesn't seem like that kind of gamer.
Yeah, you think of Apple as being a first-person shoot-em-up, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Giving you all of the stats on the Lee infield.
But Apple also likes farming. I think it was Farming Simulator 2015 that he really got into. He
likes those Sims, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's funny. I always I have a limit, I think, with that type of game. Like I could see myself being really happy with Terra Firma Craft and things where there's a lot of build up progression and all that kind of stuff. I probably could see myself enjoying that. But I don't know, like just like straight on farming simulator. I don't know. But I mean, that said, I really enjoy Elite Dangerous, and that's like flying simulator.
Yeah, it's like Space Trucker Simulator.
Yeah, if that's the profession you choose, yeah, you could totally do. Instead of Euro Truck Simulator, it'd be straight Space Truck Simulator.
Yeah, I think that was what Mia was calling it for a while. Space Truck Simulator.
Yeah, because that's how he was. I think he was just doing lots of training or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is the first time I've come back with still having construction components in my inventory.
Cool. Well, we are nearly... I've just put solar panels in to make.
Cool. I think there's some large. I'm going to grab a bunch of large steel tubes. I think there's still some missing from places, so I'll just go around and do the large steel tube investigation.
Yeah. Power cells is going to be, I think, the next thing that we need after solar cells.
Yeah, yeah, we need a bunch of power cells, 120 for each of these, and there's 2 of them on each leaf. So for just these, we need 8. So 800 and 4, 6, 8, 920. Fast math.
Sounds good. Whatever. If you say so.
I don't know if I got that right, but I think I might have. Let's turn off those signals. All right, yeah. So just need those, and oh, this still needs something. Large steel tubes. Boom. That looks all done except for the batteries and the solar panels. This all looks done except for the batteries.
Yep.
Solar panels. I think that's all that these leaves. Oh no, there's a gun down here that isn't done. What do you need?
There's
large steel tubes.
One needed large steel tubes, yeah. Just making sure everything's got everything except the solar cells and the power cells.
So now, people, you can start to see what this is going to look like. And you can see, because there was some concerns that we didn't have enough gun protection on here, especially after all of the asteroids.
Yeah.
So I hope this is enough. So I've got these guns placed in here. There's 4 of them, on like 1 on each leaf. So there's 4 on each level. There's going to be 3 levels of this, right? So there's going to be
12 guns.
What is that? 12 guns.
3 times 12? Even I can do that in my head.
You can do that one?
Uh-huh. That's one of those random ones I know the answer to, strangely.
All right, so that's that. So what I'm going to start to do now then is, this looks pretty good. I'll let you maybe finish off what's here with what's been built. And I'll start
putting the next lot down. Cool.
The next layer down.
Yeah.
And that means I need to bring my pictures up, which I didn't do. But I actually have them right close at hand because I had to get you the picture for quarter. So let's see here, we got that and that, that. So this is the one that went big now. Apologies for the I need this and that and that. And you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, so
I think anyone who's ever played this understands.
Yeah, so now I'm going to try and build the connecting line. So that goes from here. Oh, and I'm going to need interior plates and steel plates, just a few of those so that I can drop stuff down. Don't need these large steel tubes anymore.
Well, I might come and just spectate you for a few minutes while I let some more solar panels, some solar cells make.
Some solar cells make?
Yeah.
Alright, so the way that I built this is... let's see here. So, no, this is the part where I need to get this right.
Oh, this should be funny then.
This goes like that. And then we need a conveyor tube. And I'm trying to orient, you know, I'm sure I've done a horrible job, and people will let me know that things are not orientated in a very, you know, nice way. But I was, you know, I'm thinking of Mir.
Yeah, I was thinking of Mir there as well. So don't worry, Mir will come and they'll turn everything through 90 degrees.
That's right. I'm like, I don't want him to have like an attack when he comes over. All right, so there's the basic. So these are going to wrap around like that, so that because you need to be careful, right, about how things touch.
Yeah.
And how they connect, so that they don't like break the line.
Yeah.
So that'll go like that, and then it'll continue down. right past these guys. So like that.
Yeah, I can see why we needed to build the core before you started adding the next layer. Because there's some bits there that we couldn't have got to if we hadn't welded them up before you started putting this layer on.
Yeah, see, there's a method to my madness. Everybody always thinks that I'm just mad, but there's method to it. And I don't dispute that I'm mad. I'm definitely mad, but there is some method to it. Oop. And so that goes like that, and then I think I need another one of these there. Turn, and then straight one goes like that. So that we have the hole again that the next layer can go into, right? Let me just make sure that I've got this kind of planned out properly before I get too far. So the stuff comes in the top, goes into this conveyor, or this connector runs them down into this guy. It'll come, so the ore goes down, up and around into there, into this, and back around into there. If it's not the one that goes in here, it can continue down this line here to the next one. And those don't intersect into this. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good.
I think before you build the leaves on this, same thing that you had down here where you built the leaf before you built the connecting piece. We're either going to need to build the leaf or at least the leaf stem. Because otherwise, you see this whole bit here? You've got a tube that fits in the middle of these where I'm stood. Which, once we start building, you're not going to be able to get to this.
Right. Well, I'm just going to... So my first plan here was to just build this conveyor line all the way down.
Right.
Like I'm doing on all four sides, and then we can build that up.
Cool.
And then I'll start putting the leaves on. Yeah, but you're right. We got to be careful about how we lay this out.
Well, the thing that little leaf stem is just a conveyor tube. So you could just put the conveyor tube in the middle of the hole here.
That's true.
And then you can build, like when we get to build the leaves, it will... then
we don't have a worry.
Yeah.
Right, so actually on the last one I probably don't need this full... No, I don't.
Because it's got nowhere to go.
Because it's got nowhere to go after that. So it just comes down... How did I build that out? The picture I'm looking at actually has that part cut off. So I do have another picture here that I can probably look at. Or I'll figure that out when we get to it.
Yeah. Right, see if there's any more solar cells being built yet. Yeah, there's a few.
Right, so now, actually, I'm just going to leave this off. There's no point in building something if we don't need it. So if I bring this down like that, I think that's as far as this one needs to go. And then to go along with what your thought plan was. Oh. So yeah, so speaking of what everybody's up to, I guess. One thing I've actually had, and so it's kind of funny talking about this in an episode where who knows when it'll come out.
Yeah.
On either side's side. Mine will probably be out a little bit quicker than yours, but I've had multiple times now. People have told me that you and I need to do a stream together.
Yeah, we shouldn't we?
Yeah. So we have to plan that.
So
I think Mira actually was telling me that there's people on your side that were saying. And then there's actually been people asking me in my streams as well that, hey, you should Sal in for a stream. Of course, one of the biggest problems with you joining me for my regular streams is that it's in the middle of your night.
Well, if we do this, we could plan something for next week, because
When
next week I'm off. Yeah, and my time zones go all over the place.
That's right. Yeah, like I think you're normally a night owl anyway, aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Wake up at unreasonable hours.
Yeah. Me staying awake to play games at strange hours is not a problem. It's only me waking up for work the next day that is the problem.
Yeah, I hear you there. That's funny. So yeah, so we'll have to plan something then.
Yeah, cool.
I would ask the viewers what we should do, but I think by the time they see this,
We'll have done it.
we might have done something. But you can give us ideas for the future. How's that?
Yeah. And so if you joined us on our stream, thank you for joining us on our stream that we've just decided to have. I love the way that YouTube plays around with your concept of time.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I'm pretty sure these episodes are going to be going out my next week, so from the time recording this. But still, that's we might have, because my next week is when you're off, right?
Yep.
And when I say my next week, it's also Sal's next week, but
yeah. But
like
not my next week in terms of when this goes out.
Not in terms of when this goes
yeah,
out. No,
it'll be about a month ago.
Your next week is in real life.
I love it.
It's like time zones too. Man, oh man.
Oh dear. We do.
Time zones.
I'll start coming and putting motors. While I'm waiting for more solar panels, I'll put motors into those conveyor tubes that you're building.
Yeah. They also need, what is it? The interior plates, I think, is what they use.
I'll check.
I think that's the base item, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and I did it again. I just kept building my pattern.
Yeah, interior plates. Interior plates, motors, small steel tubes, and construction components.
I have to say though that the new animations, and I think we talked about this in a previous episode. I think Minty mentioned this, but I'm still shocked. But when you have your grinder out, it takes like over half your screen.
Yeah. It does. Just to show the viewers, because they don't get to see a grinder on my screen very often. Yeah, it is. It's, if you need to grind something, it's yeah, it's enormous. Huge grinder.
It's enormous. Like when you start grinding, it moves down a bit, right? But when you're just holding it there, it's just like, oh, I can't see what I'm doing. Put it away.
Yeah.
As far as what I've been up to, I guess, for gaming lately, I still play quite a bit of Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
On my streams. That happens on Thursdays, and then I have how often do you do streams? Do you have like a regular schedule?
Oh yeah,
whenever you feel
yeah. We do. Mia streams on Wednesday, and I stream on Thursday. I do Skyrim on Thursdays.
Oh wow.
I'm playing a character called Rar, just because it it was one of those things where it made me giggle, and Mia pulled such a disapproving face, and I thought, oh, this is perfect, because I've been watching Mia play Skyrim, and I played Morrowind, back in the day, and I've never got round to playing Skyrim, but I really enjoyed Morrowind. As far as I remember, it was a long time ago. And I thought, yeah, do you know, I'd enjoy doing that, and I'd enjoy streaming it, so let's do that then. Because I was thinking about doing a regular stream of some description, because Mia had started, he'd done me a deal where if I got him Dishonored 2, he would do a regular stream of Dishonored 1. Which he got going, yeah. Because I wanted to do more streaming. I felt like it wasn't something I was doing enough of, and I was doing it very sporadically, and there was all kinds of games that I wanted to play that I knew I wasn't going to get around to either recording or even playing it, because I wanted to save playing it for when I was on camera, and then I was never going to get around. You know how it is.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've actually discovered that if I'm not recording or streaming for YouTube, I find I I don't play any other game that I'm not recording or streaming.
For
and
me,
the reason is because I just don't have the time.
Yeah,
I just don't have the time to play a game that I'm not recording because
you put all your time into the games that you're recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There were 4 of them, all houses, together in Nidd Lane. Together lived Boris and Anubiz. Anubiz was always sorry about something. Next door came Minty and Nordic, and Minty really annoyed Nordic by calling him a beast all the time. And the next house was noisy, 'cause Apple and Melon always had domestics. But it was the 4th house that the police were interested in, because Power Suit Sal kept Mir in the closet. They all lived together in Nidd Lane, a colourful place to be. They all lived together on Nidd Lane, although together is a little bit subjective. At Boris's and Anubiz's, there was a man who could be sometimes mistaken for a hobo smelling of alcohol trying to climb the walls. But it's okay, 'cause it was Anubiz's Canadian cousin, drunk Spider-Man, and a little Santa's helper could be seen going house to house. It appeared when someone got tired of almond, they'd just hand them on to the next surrogate parents. They all lived together in Nidd Lane, a colourful place to be. They all lived together on Nidd Lane, although together is a little bit subjective. It seems they pissed off the neighbours, something to do with the PLP-50 dragon children, but that's just Boris. No one questions him, 'cause that's what happens in Nidd Lane.